folks from Oath Keepers to explain a little what the group is about, to share those orders which we will not follow, and to administer the oath for those who would like to take it. Now, I've taken it every time it's offered, and I'm going to take it again today, and it's going to be put up for your consideration also. But the thing with oaths, and I hope everyone's listening, even the ones over around the vending table, is that an oath is something, when you take it, you keep it. If you have no intentions of holding the Constitution in the highest of regards and adhering to this oath, sit down and don't take it. This is for people who are going to stand on their feet, dig in their heels, and stand for the Constitution always. So I'm going to turn it over here to Oath Keepers, and they're going to know just what to do. Oath Keepers.
Good afternoon, guys, girls.
Good afternoon.
You had some great speakers in here today?
Yes.
They're fabulous. My name's Steve LaPlante. I'm the Connecticut chapter president of Oath Keepers. Here's Randy right here. He's the Rhode Island chapter president. His wife, Donna. A little bit about Oath Keepers. Oath Keepers was founded by Stuart Rhodes on Patriots Day, April 19th, Lexington Green, 209. Oath Keepers is primarily made up of active duty and retired military, reserves, law enforcement, firemen, EMTs, and also with the help of just the average citizen. We couldn't do our mission. Basically, Oath Keepers' main mission is to remind the military, the police, and our politicians that they did swear an oath to the Constitution to uphold it at all costs. It is the law of the land, and we should follow it. Our oath is to the Constitution, not politicians, not who's ever in office, just because they say, hey, we're going to change this law and you have to do this. No, it's like Dave was saying, it's an oath. It's like a blood oath. You have to follow that regardless. We don't follow any unlawful orders from any politician, whether Democrat, Republican, whoever. The Constitution is the law of the land, like I said, and that's what we follow, regardless who tells us what to do. Oath Keepers' motto is not on our watch, which means we're not going to let the Constitution go by the wayside. We're going to do everything we can in our power, whether that's with guns or without. That we're not going to let the politicians give us any unlawful orders or, abridge about the Constitution. Here's Randy to start reading the 10 orders we won't follow. I have little cards up on the Oath Keepers booth over there. You can grab them. It tells you the orders that we won't follow. Randy?
One little comment on the latest Second Amendment issues and the fish in the barrel, and a message to the gun grabbers and the liberals. 3 words: shoot back, stupid. Okay?
Amen.
The solutions are right here. Second Amendment is really clear. Shall not be infringed. Good friend of ours, Larry Pratt, who spoke earlier, kind of pokes me in the ribs and said, Randy, what the hell are you guys doing in Rhode Island? Your Constitution couldn't be any clearer. It's even clearer than the Second Amendment, because it doesn't even have the connection with a very worthy cause, the militia. That shouldn't be a dirty word either, because that is the closest thing you have to your family and your commitment to your community. We've got 10 orders that we want everyone to be aware of, whether you've been military, law enforcement or not. Citizens, keep your eyes open for them. There's some real good solutions right here. If any of them kind of like spark your enthusiasm, feel free to shout out. These are the important 10 orders that we should all be watching out for. Number 1, we will not obey orders to disarm the American people. We will not obey orders to conduct warrantless searches on the American people. We will not obey orders to detain American citizens as unlawful enemy combatants or subject them to a military tribunal. We will not obey orders to impose martial law on a state or emergency on a state. We will not obey orders to invade or subjugate any state which asserts its sovereignty. We will not obey any orders to blockade American cities, thus turning them into giant concentration camps. We will not obey any orders to force American citizens into any form of detention camps under any pretext. We will not obey orders to assist or support the use of any foreign troops on U.S. soil against the American people to keep the peace or to maintain control. Thank you, UN troops. We will not obey any orders to confiscate the property of American people, including food and other essential supplies. And the 10th order that everybody should be paying attention to, not only military and law enforcement, but all citizens. We will not obey any orders which infringe on the right of the people to free speech and to peacefully assemble and petition their government for a redress of grievances. And by the way, that's all that those very courageous ranchers were doing out in Oregon when they removed one of our patriots very unlawfully. I have the opportunity now to take the oath. If people would like to join in, remember this oath lasts a lifetime. This is important. Just think for a moment about the founding fathers and the sacrifices that were made to create such a magnificent country. It's our job right now to stand tall and to make sure that those sacrifices were not in vain. Okay, want everybody to raise their right hand and repeat after me. I, Randy Swanson, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Pledging my life, my fortune, and my sacred honor. So help me God.
So help me God.
We're all oath keepers now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank David for putting on a marvelous day here. He's done an awful lot of work. We've done this in the past. We kind of know there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Couldn't have been any more honored to be able to meet LaVoy Finnecum's wife in person.
Yes.
I talked to her on the phone, and I know that my testimony here won't be the only one that was heard around the country. In that short video, which we didn't have the audio for tonight, make sure that you watch that on YouTube and share that with everyone you can. In that 30-second video right there, you can see the face of evil and then the hand of God. Those people were ambushed, and they even had sniper deer stands in the trees. They put a $14 million Reaper drone in the sky. They shut down 60 miles of highway, executed an innocent rancher that was only standing up for the Constitution and his property rights while he had his hands up and standing in 3 feet of snow. They had already tased him, and he was already incapacitated when they executed him. So I want people not to be shy and to be victims. You need to stand. You need to share that story, because that is what happens when there's a lot of apathy in the country.
Yep.
So that's another life that we have to make sure was not lost in vain, because of seeing the face of evil and the hand of God, letting those last innocent individuals be saved in the back of that vehicle. That was definitely the hand of God. So that brought me back to church, and I can't thank all these people for standing up And if they're gonna say we're bitter clingers, clinging to the Bible and our guns,
So they
well, damn it, those are two pretty good solutions.
Faith
That's
and
what I'd say.
freedom! Faith and freedom! Yay! Faith and freedom!
And on that note too, if they had followed their oaths, that would have never happened, because if you realize the police were also involved in that,
This is
and
true.
they could have stopped some of this from happening before it got where it did.
All right, thank you all for coming out today.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.